Hey guys, welcome to my channel. This is Yaya. Thank you for joining me. So today I want to talk about healing my inner child. So as a kid, I was a fat kid, yes. So I always had this issue of, even when I was leaner in life, when I lost weight in a very unhealthy way when I was in junior high, it was very unhealthy. It's nothing like what I did this time around to lose weight. I still had a lot of issues that I carry with me. And even now, I still have issues from like childhood that I carry. Being teased as a fat kid, you know, being fat and feeling like I was ugly. But I used to think my mom was just this most beautiful woman. And everywhere we go, people would be like, that's not your mom. She's too pretty to be your mom. That would always make me feel like, oh, okay, like my mom is a standard. So I'm not at that standard, so I must not be beautiful. For the longest, I thought beauty equated to being light-skinned, skinny with green eyes, which you can clearly see isn't me. So I had to heal from that. And then also, you know, dealing with my father and his issues and his absentness, that had me have attachment issues to unhealthy relationships, you know, so I would just cling to men that weren't good for me. And just, even if I know they weren't good for me, I would just hold so tight to them because I didn't want them to leave. You know, I had to deal with abandonment issues that I still deal with now. Sometimes it's hard for me to let people go, but it's easier now than it was a few years ago when I realized what the issue was. That's why I always talk about books. Anyone who knows me on a personal level know that I read a lot. The last 2 years, I read a lot of self-help books. I know it's very cliche, but trust me, it will help you. Reading a lot of books about, you know, how childhood affects your adulthood is very important, because you may have baggage you're carrying and you may move in a certain way in your subconscious, but you may not even know the reason you're doing the things you're doing is because from childhood, you know. Even now that I'm, you know, leaner, I still feel like the fat kid in the room. And even now when people tell me, oh my God, you're so beautiful, you're so pretty, you should model, you should do this, I'm just like, who are they talking about? Because it couldn't be me. So that is what I mean when I say like having to heal my inner child. So I really have to tell myself like, you're beautiful, you know, you're sweet. I think about that little girl and I just tell her everything that I wish I could tell her now. And my mom, you know, she always would say, you're so beautiful, you're so pretty. But you hear that from your parent, but then society, you know, they may have say other things. Like when I was a kid, I was usually always the tallest kid in the class. And I just remember getting called like mean names like Bigfoot or like Shrek, just all kind of mean stuff that I carried for a very long time. So if you have any issues from your childhood that you feel like are bugging you, it's important to really examine them and ask yourself, is it hindering me now from being the best version that I can be? Is it stopping me from reaching my goals? Because one thing you don't want to do is just live life and you're always looking like, thinking about every time you get drunk or you get in your feelings, you think about what happened to you when you was a kid, that means you still have baggage. If every time something happened, you always think about that relationship where that person put his hand on you, you still haven't healed from that, you know, you're still triggered. So I just want to talk about that, you know, I don't mean to get all teary-eyed on you guys, but this is real life. And if you don't do the inner work and you only do the outer work, I'm going to tell you right now, it's not going to make you happy. So you got to do the inner work while you're doing the outer work. So when you get over that outer work, you can really be healed. You don't want to just lose weight and think it's going to solve everything. Because I'm going to tell you right now, it's not going to solve everything. It's a temporary fix. It's a ulterior, it's a shallow fix. It ain't going to fix it. You have to fix those issues. And you have to do the inner work every day. The training, the reading, the exercises is just like a job. Like how you got trained for your job and now you're doing whatever you're doing to make money. You got to do the same stuff for yourself. You have to get into books or you have to get into talking to someone about your problems. Ignoring them or putting them under the rug, it don't make them go away. Because trust me, it's affecting you. It's just you're ignoring it or it's affecting you and you may not even know. So anyways, guys, I don't mean to come down on you guys, but I just want to share that for anyone who is dealing with those type of battles. Just know that you're not alone, and you know you can get through it, but just don't give up on yourself. And just know that you're not the person that people may have made you feel like you are. You know, you're not the person that people wanted you to think that you were. Like, you are enough, you're good enough, and you're able, and you can do it. If I did it, you can definitely do it. All right, guys, if you like this video, make sure you hit the like button and hit the subscribe button. And also drop a comment down below if you have any questions for a new video or any ideas or anything you think I can improve in my channel. Let me know. Bye.